Hi guys, so I'll be showing you today how I made these press-on nails with a floral French design. And as always, I'll be starting off with my Vixi Beauty nail tips in the style Stilleto, and I've just clipped the tip off just to give it more of a coffin shape. And they're stuck to this magnetic stand just using double-sided tape. I don't think blue tack works very well, to be honest. Now this video is not sponsored, but I'll be using these two shades by Mylee Beauty. They are in the shades Californian Love, which is this beautiful pastel pink, and I think it's perfect for the base of any French manicure really. Sorry, it's upside down. And I'll also be using the shade Break the Ice, which is this beautiful pure snow white shade. And I'll also be using the Naio Nails Gel Residue Wipe Off Solution. This stuff is amazing if you use gel polish quite a lot. It just gets rid of that tacky layer once it's done curing. And you can also use it to clean the base of your nails and the base of false nails as well, just to remove any dirt, any oil, just to really make sure that gel polish sticks. So I'm just going to add a very thin base coat of that Californian Love shade, and we're going to do this really thinly. The reason why you want to do it thinly is so as you don't get any wrinkles, you don't want it to undercure, which actually happens later on in this video. So if you stay tuned, you will actually see what happens when gel polish undercures and how you can fix it. So just repeat that on all 5 nails. Obviously if you're doing a full set, you do 10 nails obviously. And once you're happy with that, just going to pop it in a UV lamp for 2 minutes. Now that that's cured, we're just going to go over with a second coat. Again, really thin, you don't want any wrinkling, any under curing. And we're just going to speed that up a little bit, because you don't want to watch me paint nails dry. And again, if you've got a UV lamp, just pop it under for 2 minutes. Please remember to subscribe as well if you like the look of these videos. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the French manicure part, and we're going to use that beautiful Break the Ice shade, and I'm just going to put a little bit on this glass dish coaster just to make it easier to work through with my brush. And I'm also going to pour some of that gel residue wipe off solution just into the cap, just to make it easier to reach if I need to make any cleanups or if I want to thin out that product. And again, we're just going to use that residue wipe off solution on a lint free pad just to remove that sticky layer, and this will also help the brush to really glide on for your paint work. You don't want the bristles sticking. Okay, so this is a really small detailing striping brush, I suppose you could call it. It's been really good so far, and I actually got them off eBay, so if I remember I'll link them down below. And I'm just going to really work this brush through the product. You really want the gel to coat the bristles from base to tip. This will really help with your smile line that you're going to create. Now to do this, I'm literally just doing like a C shape. I'm sort of flicking it from one side to the other rather than doing one straight line. I found it easier that way. And don't worry if they all look uneven, which I'm aware. You can actually clean that up with that residue solution on a lint free pad or a brush, which I'll show you in a minute. And then again, once you're happy, cure under your UV lamp for 2 minutes. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just using that little detailing brush to try and clean up that smile line. To be honest, I found this a little bit difficult. It was quite awkward to get a really neat line. So I actually switched over to the lint-free pad and just wiped a C shape underneath that polish, and I found that worked so much better for me. Obviously it's up to you what you prefer to use. And again, once you're happy, just pop it in the lamp for 2 minutes. Now that that's done, I'm then going to go over with a second coat of that Break the Ice shade, just to make sure that the white's really opaque and that it really stands out. The second coat should be a bit easier, just because you've got that guideline from the first time, if that makes any sense. And again, just pop that under a UV lamp for 2 minutes when you're happy. Also, just to note really quickly, if you have an LED lamp, you only cure for 1 minute. I'm not quite sure what the difference is, but that's just what I know. Okay, so on curing, I don't know if you can see here, but on the side of the thumbnail there is some wrinkling just towards the edge of where I put that white. So I'm going to show you how I kind of fix that. So I'm going to use the Mylee 5-in-1 Builder Gel. This stuff is amazing. It's so thick, and once it's cured, it's so strong. It's really strong. So I'm going to paint this over that wrinkle to really fill in any gaps and any dents, and it just makes the nail look really smooth and more professional, I think. Now you can see some white streaks happening here. That's just because that gel did not cure properly, but you can wipe that away, it's fine. And once you've done the builder gel on all 5 nails, or 10 depending how many you're doing, just cure yet again, you guessed it, for another 2 minutes. And once again, because we're going to be doing detailing work, just wipe over with a lint-free pad. By the way, quick side note, lint-free pads have changed my life. Before them, I was using cotton rounds, like cotton pads, and the amount of fibres and hairs that were in my polish when it was finished was insane. So switch to lint-free pads. Change your life, trust me. So I'm just going to start by just working that product again onto a really fine striping brush. And to do my flower shape, it's going to be more abstract. I'm just going to do a sort of, kind of like a heart shape. I suppose you could say it looks like a 4-leaf clover, I suppose. And I'm just going to do this all the way round to make like a flower shape. I'm really sorry that this went out of frame. I haven't filmed a video in a very long time, so please forgive me. Sort of looked like a butterfly at first, but then I thought, no, I want to keep with the flower theme. And I'll let you watch this for a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to do sort of little tiny leaves just down the side of the nail to just sort of give like a vine sort of look. I find this technique really easy to do, and I think it's really good for beginners, but it makes the nail look like you've spent hours doing it, but obviously it doesn't take that long. Yeah, it's probably my favourite technique so far. Also, I just want to mention you can also use acrylic paint for doing this, but obviously rather than curing it, you just let it air dry for about 10 to 15 minutes and then you can top coat as normal. I never know when to stop, seriously. Once I start, I just, oh god. Yeah, so I'm moving on to the pinky finger now. And I only want to do it halfway up the nail. I didn't really want to do it all the way down. And I didn't want to add a flower on the pinky just because I thought I'm doing a flower and vine on the thumbnail. So I didn't want the set to look too much, if that makes sense. And also you need to cure that under the UV for 2 minutes. And that's what it looks like once it's cured. So now we're going to move on to my favourite part, which is bling. You've got to have some bling on your nails. I'm going to use this little diamante type gem. And to secure this to the nail, I'm going to use the Mylee Gel Top Coat. And I'm going to paint that on each of the nails. Adding top coat is my favourite part to any manicure. It's just so satisfying to watch it go really shiny. I'm sorry if you can hear any background noise. This is the first time I'm actually doing a voiceover, so please ignore any background noise that you hear. Oh my god, this was so fiddly to do. I kept dropping them. I mean, I'm just throwing them everywhere. I'm going to find them in my house for the next 20 years, I reckon. I mean, just look how tiny that is. But anyway, we will press on. So with the tweezers and a lot of patience, I'm just gonna pop that on that top coat. Again, remember this top coat hasn't been cured yet. And also another tip, if you want to know, to secure gems even further and nail charms, you can actually take that builder gel and just add a little blob with a dotting tool where you want the gem or charm to go, and you can cure that. And there you have it, voila! Don't you think they look so pretty? I think they look really elegant as well. I actually had wedding nails in mind when I thought of doing this set. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found something useful. Maybe you can recreate it at home, who knows? Also, if you want pre-nail updates, you can follow me at Liz Talks Beauty on Instagram. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye!